In this video, we will continue learning about some new operators. We'll talk about increment, decrement, and modify and assign operator. Let's start with assignment operator that we have learned earlier itself. What assignment operator does is assigns a value to any variable. So here, assignment operator is assigning a value of 100 to the variable called number. And because of that, if we access number, we'll see the value 100. So we are using assignment operator to assign the value. Incrementing the value of a variable by 1 is a very common task you'll see in programming. To do that, we can say number plus 1. So what it does is it takes the value of number and adds 1 to it. So right now the value is 101. What if we access the value of number and we can see it is still 100? It means that we incremented the value but never stored this value again in number. So to do that, we can use assignment operator and say number is equal to number plus 1. And this procedure is so common that they have an operator for doing exactly this. So to do this, you can just use increment operator. And what it does, so right now the number is 101. We can use increment operator directly on the variable by saying number plus plus. And what happened here is like right now we can see the value 101. You must be thinking the value has not changed. Let's access the value. And when we access the value, we'll see the value has changed from 101 to 102. So what increment operator does is it will use the value and increment the value after use. So what does use means? Use means we are saying number plus plus. So it will return the previous value first and increment the value like we did it here. There is also another variant of increment operator. To check that, let's look at the value of number and it is 102 right now. We can say plus plus number. So it will return 103. So what is happening here? And what is the main difference between using increment operator after the variable and before the variable? So when we use after the variable, it means use the previous value and increment by 1. Here it means increment the value by 1 first and use the next value. That was the reason even if the number was 101, we use the previous value to display it and increment the value to 102. But here what happened? The value was 102. So increment here happened before the value was used. So that's why we got 103. Similar to increment operator, there is another operator, decrement operator. And it follows the same path. What it does, so right now the value of number is 103. What will happen if we use decrement operator? We press enter and we see 103 itself. Let's look at the value. Again we are seeing the same behavior. When we are using the decrement or increment operator after the variable, it will use the previous value and increment or decrement the value. Here it is decrementing the value. That's why we got 103 as result, but when we access number, we got 102. Let's do minus minus number. Earlier the value of number was 102. When we used minus minus operator and used it before the variable name, it decrement the value by 1 first and use the next value, that is 101. So these are the different ways we can use increment and decrement operator. Let's move on to next operator, that is modify and assign. Now the value of number is 101. What if I want to add 10 to it? I cannot use increment or decrement because it can only add or subtract 1 from the value. So I can say number plus 10. And we have seen previously that this will not change the value of number. To change the value of number, we will have to do something like this. Number equal to number plus 10. So here what we are doing is we are modifying the value and assigning the modified value into a variable. So there is shorthand for doing modification and assignment at the same time. And to do that, we can say number right now is 111. We can use plus equal to. It means that modify and assign. And I can say 100. It means that I want to add 100 to number and assign it to number variable. So previously the value is 111. When we press enter and check the value of number, we'll see the value is 211. It's not that you can only use it with plus, you can use it with any other operator, something like subtraction operator or multiplication operator or even division operator. If you want to use it, you can use it using modulus operator or exponentiation operator, and the value will become insanely huge. So we learnt about operators like increment, decrement, modify and assign. After learning about all these operators, we'll learn about operator precedence. So here on MDN, we can see it has a huge list of precedence table. The most powerful one being bracket operator with the precedence of 21, and the least powerful one is comma operator with the precedence of 1. Let's look at some of the other common operators. So here we can see multiplication operator, division, modulus operator, addition, subtraction. We can see multiple addition operator. This one is unary plus, but this one is binary plus. So let's look at binary. Binary plus has precedence of 14 and multiplication has the precedence of 15. Similarly, comma has the precedence of 1 and brackets, they have the maximum precedence, that is 21. Let's see them in action to understand how the output is calculated based on the precedence. So we'll have an example like 10, 100 plus 20 into 5. So here we are using three operators right now, comma, plus and multiplication. And we know that multiplication here has the highest precedence, followed by plus operator and comma operator. So this operation will happen first, that is 20 multiplied by 5, that is 100, and that 100 will be added to another 100 and the value will be 200. And the least precedence, that is comma, will take 10, 200, and because of that we'll get the output 200. Let's change it with brackets to make the precedence change. What if I change here by saying we know that the brackets has the maximum precedence, so we changed it by adding a brackets around 10, 100. So this will happen first. 10, 100 will result into 100. Now 100 plus 20 multiplied by 5. So 20 multiplied by 5 has the more precedence, so it will be 100 plus 100. So the result is not changing in these ways, but what if we go ahead and change the precedence by doing this? Now the value will change. And why it is happening? Let's see that. So from outside we can see we have two operators, multiplication operator and bracket operator. And the bracket operator has the highest precedence of 21. So here this will happen first. Inside that they will see they have two another, addition and another bracket operators. So this operator will be executed first and the output will be 100. The next is addition operator. So 100 plus 20 will be 120. And now 120 will be multiplied by 5 and we will get the value 600. So this is how you can change the precedence by using bracket, that is the most powerful in the precedence list. So don't worry, like you must be thinking like you'll have to remember the precedence of all these operators. You don't have to do that. The simplest way to deal with this kind of equation is whenever you want to prioritize any of the operator, just use bracket operator to prioritize it. And you don't have to remember anything. Like, I wanted to prioritize this comma operator, I wrapped it into a brackets. I wanted to prioritize this addition operator more than this multiplication operator, so I wrapped it into a bracket. So in this way, we learnt about operators like increment, decrement, modify, and assign operator. Along with that, we learnt about operators precedence. We will be using these things throughout the whole course, and you will get better at these things with time.